Isn't it? Oh, sorry, we might as well do Sumner, sorry, that's my apologies, because it was at the timetable, sorry. It was a supplementary report.
So the Sumner community facility rebuild has been a long time coming, and it's been an excellent process. The very beginning process wasn't so excellent, but the last 2.5 years have been really, really good. The joint working group has been fantastic, nominated by the community. They have worked really, really hard, both on consultation with the wider community and groups, and in meetings on design, and the effort's been really appreciated. And it was a newish process for staff, and they have been excellent working with the community. A lot of progress on this.
Great. So who would like to move that? Paul, seconded Yanni.
I'll just make also one comment. I'd really like to thank Matt Cummins in particular. He's done a great job keeping these guys together. You know, it's been an interesting process, very good process, but it's had its challenges, and Matt's managed to work through those, bring the issues back to the working group, and we've come up with a really great result.
Excellent. Yanni?
I'll wait for others to go.
Rex?
Yeah, quick question. Has there been any talk with the group at Bishopdale in terms of how you approach this from the the community level?
And in fact, I was talking to another community group last night who are concerned about the new community centre that they are having built, and I think that a meeting of varying community groups from around the city who are moving into new facilities, for those groups, some of them who haven't had experience in running facilities before, looking at common issues rather than staff dealing with these on an ad hoc basis would be really, really useful. And
Yeah, I would suggest that. I mean, if this is part of the new community-led development model, we've got Bishopdale and Sumner, and there'll be other ones, and it would be good to actually have an internal group that's actually looking at feedback from how it's worked and how it has.
I wouldn't object to a kind of regeneration lens being put on Bishopdale either. Because I just think the opportunity there, given it's got a massive car park that sits out on a street, and we're building a new facility, and we own most of the land there, I just think that that's just screaming out for a regeneration plan.
DCL, and there's a bids policy now, and
we need to make sure that
DCL's being set up, and there's a bids policy now. It's all the ingredients are there.
All the ingredients are there. Just
totally
bang, bang, bang.
But I just want to make sure that internally within council it's not siloed. That there is
capturing ideas and sharing them.
But actually working at ways to support groups who are then going to be running these facilities. Is
well,
really
that's
important.
true. I mean, actually, the other one that I'll throw into that mix is Aranui Community Trust, because their new facilities opening on the 19th of May. I shall be opening it with the chair of the Aranui Community Trust, and that wonderful facility is going to be run by Actus in partnership with the council, and it's a new model of working. So, completely new model of working, and that is quite exciting. So I'd throw them in the mix too, Rap. I think that
really
if we could get the Sumner people, the Aranui people,
and Cliffs, all those new facilities.
Can I just say, Leanne, that when we started the St Albans Working Party to build the community centre there, Jenny Huey, at the initial meeting, she brought a lot of learnings from other projects, so she's actually all over that at the moment, so I think that's in place. If we can just make sure that the work is carrying on, but she is all over that.
I think some of these groups are a bit unsure about what they're doing, and actually the group last night was talking about how do we contact other groups to see what they're doing, and their relationships with council.
Right, so through Jenny,
can we kind of add a resolution to this, because that will get this will get us an action piece out of it, and I want to get the wording correct. So that so the range of community groups involved in establishing and running council community facilities be what sort of
Or have a way of communicating their learnings to each other.
Or maybe even
council
initially have an
facilitate.
initial workshop to discuss the range of
Models and
models and learning. You know, so
You could say the forum be developed that
That a
includes
forum.
a range of community groups, because you
Yeah.
haven't.
okay, that's true. That a forum be established, pulling together the range of community groups involved in establishing and running council community facilities in order to ensure that the benefits of their experience are shared.
My
across-
understanding is
the
that
city.
staff have actually taken the model from the Sumner working group.
Yeah, but this is like the
No.
development forum.
Yep.
So instead of it just being councillors and council staff, it's
Capturing
the
a wider-
community
yeah.
groups themselves in a
Supposed to
collaborative
collaborate, you know.
environment.
Yep.
But anyway, that I think that's wording's enough to be.
I just wonder about the there. Who does the there refer to? It's really the benefits and learnings of others' experiences are shared, isn't
Okay.
it? Because it's just
of each other's.
Yeah,
no others. It's other groups feeding into
No, but if
this.
all those groups are there, we want all of those groups there, so they're sharing each other's.
Yes,
Yeah.
the learnings are based on the experiences of others who have already set up
Yeah.
facilities. The
benefits
learnings
and
of
learnings of
others.
experience.
Well, just experiences.
Yeah.
I think one of the other things.
Experiences, benefits and learnings of experiences.
One of the other things I think that would be useful to have is that actually council will be learning
Yeah.
from this as well, not just the groups themselves, because there might be common concerns from those groups that then are currently one-on-one with a council, but that if it becomes a common concern about the relationship with council, then that's something
Or
that can be worked on.
that a council/community forum be established. So you've got. I mean, it's quite clear that we're sharing
that's
with each other. Yep. All right. So Andrew.
Just a comment from the committee. It certainly was a pleasure at the Communities Housing and Economic Development Committee to hear from the joint working group that they were very supportive of the resolution that the Community Board had passed. It was great to hear from the Community Board, who were in total alignment with the joint working group, that they had passed a resolution that we, the committee, were certainly adopt ourselves. This has clearly been in the end a very good process. The level of community involvement and the breadth of community involvement through the joint working group clearly has been one of the keys that made this work. And I'd just like to record the committee's thanks to both the joint working group, the staff and the community board for getting this project to the stage that it's now at. And I welcome seeing this to progress to a build and an opening of what I'm sure will be an excellent facility.
Excellent. Yanni.
Cool, thank you. I'll speak in support of the resolutions. I think one of the really important differences here is this is actually a council library and a community centre and a museum coming together. So this is pretty unique, hence the need, I think, for that wider joint working group, because you did have 3 different organisations coming together in a new joint facility, which is quite unlike most of the other facilities that we're doing. Not to say that there can't be lessons learnt from that, and I support having that regular community forum. I think it is really important that we have two-way engagement and that communities have a chance to engage. And we just had we had a presentation, I think, a month ago from the info centres and the work that had been done around that. So I think there's actually already a kind of informal network of groups that are doing work in this space, but could probably be extended to be a little bit wider. But I just want to make a point that this is a really significant step for this community. When the earthquakes hit and the multiple earthquakes damaged the facilities, the reports that council got at the time were that the Hagley-Ferrymead ward had actually lost the largest number of facilities, and so that presented a challenge.
You couldn't help but do that.
But the interesting thing in this area was we looked at having a temporary library, but the community feedback was they were really keen to get on and spend the money on the permanent facility. So they have been incredibly patient. We put the mobile library going out there and work through those issues to get some sort of library service. But fundamentally, people do really, really miss the library. It's a destination for people to, when they come to the beach, but also for local people to access those outstanding services. So this is a combination of the old historic Sumner Town Hall that was run by its own management committee and the library unit coming together. So that is quite a new model, and it will be interesting to see how it develops. But fundamentally, I think this is really great, that this shows that the commitment that this council made at the start of the term to get community facilities rebuilt in communities, and I think this is really exciting, and I just echo the thoughts that were shared in terms of thanking the people that have contributed. Hasn't been an easy or a smooth process, but you know, I think it's a process that ends up with a really good result, which is the important thing. Thank you.
Excellent. All right, I'll put the motion. All those in favour say aye. All those opposed say no. That's carried.
Thank you very much.
And again, congratulations to the board for the work that you've done. And could I invite